You talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.
I thought I told you never to interrupt me while I'm working.
Welcome to the Player Supreme Show. I'm your host, Player Supreme. Yes, a woman's senses. The common belief is that in order to build this connection with a woman, you got to access her five senses. The first sense is the sense of sound, and you use this by using words to penetrate a woman's brain. Secondly, you access her sense of sight, and you do that by looking good. The third sense is her sense of smell. You got to smell good. And let me tell you that women's sense of smell is so acute that they can actually smell men that are the correct DNA matches for them. How many times have you heard a woman say, "He just smelled good"? How many times have you been asked by a woman to leave an article of your clothing that they want to curl up with and smell? Exactly. Do not underestimate a woman's sense of smell. They're almost animalistic in its heightened sensitivity and nature. Fourth, the sense of touch. And this is where you got to know how to touch them right to stimulate their intense desires. And the fifth is taste. Sometimes you got to stimulate that taste bud also. That means giving her something to taste that tastes good. When you combine as many, especially sound, you can gain access into the deeper regions of a woman's mind. Think about the serpent that whispered in Eve's ear in the Garden of Eden and made her look at the apple and then smell it. Then he got her to touch it. And finally, the deal breaker, to taste it. If you can see the game in that, then you're on your way. Imagine whispering in a woman's ear words to create desire, which is your sound. As you lean in close, you smell good. You access her sense of smell. For many years I used not colognes, but vanilla oil, so that it reminded them of cookies and cream, which women love, and of baking. I don't like to take chances on them not liking a certain cologne, because some colognes women like and some they don't. So I found that vanilla oil was very powerful. I would walk through a club and women would just smell me. And usually I was dressed to attract their attention, so I was accessing their sense of sight. And as I would lean close to them, I would casually touch them while I was talking in their earlobes, which stimulates them. Remember trying to sit still in a barber chair when you got near your ear and how it tickled? That's what I'm talking about. Now, how's this for a start? If anyone wants to share some of their information on this particular show with me, drop it on the comment box. But let me share with you an example of words that I have used. For example, I used to love to send out emails. And I sent this email that read, I think my other email got lost with this new AOL 9.0. This was back in the days. And I went on to say, but I want to say that I had fun last night with you. Your level of passion was a nice opening to our friendship. You have a level that needed to be tapped, and tapped deeply. I was thinking and remembering lying on top of you, thrusting and touching you down there, remembering your moans, the touch of your tongue, your smell, the feeling of your skin sliding against mine, holding you in my arms. You're submitting to my strength, being a woman under me. Your hands touching my body and finding pleasure. Soft lips, soft tongue, willingness, deep penetrating, thrusting, reaching, and becoming. Feeling the flesh of your ass and hips and the softness there. Delicious, baby. Very delicious. What I received back. Hey, how's it going? I received your emails. I tried to reply back, but they got returned. Sorry for calling you so many times this weekend. I wasn't sure when you were going to be back. I really enjoyed reading your emails. They were very poetic and descriptive, to say the least. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. I hope the feeling is mutual. By the way, you can send me emails to this address if you want. I check this one every day, and my Hotmail account gets checked when I get the chance. I will probably give you a call around 6 this evening if that's okay. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Words can be used to reach other senses too. I took this from an old file, and if you need any further proof of the value of language, listen to the lines from the American writer Marya Mans, and I quote, "All really great lovers are articulate, and verbal seduction is the surest route to actual seduction," end quote. If you want to see a brilliant example of seductive language, get a hold of a copy of the 1995 Jeremy Levin movie, Don Juan DeMarco. There's a scene near the start which is just about the most inspiring thing you'll ever come across. The lead character, played by that weird guy Johnny Depp, walks up to an attractive woman sitting alone in a restaurant. He introduces himself. At first, she's a little hesitant and gets involved and tells him she's waiting for her partner. He sits down anyway. So she was hesitant to get involved, in other words, and tells him she's waiting for her partner, but he sits down anyway and begins talking to her, telling her that he won't take but a moment. He soon takes her hand and, holding it before him, begins telling her how certain women have fingers with the same sensitivity as their legs. She becomes intrigued. Then, in the most hypnotically seductive voice, he continues, "The fingertips are the same feelings as their feet. And when you touch their knuckles, it is like passing your hands around their knees. And this tender, fleshy part of the finger is the same as brushing your hand around their thighs."